And so as we get old, we start having, there are a lot of things that happen, but we start developing more inflammation. Why? Well, I don't know why, but the things that strike me as the most likely, first of all, DNA damage. Our DNA, every cell has 1 million DNA hits, damages a day, most of which they repair overwhelmingly. But over 60 or 80 years, it builds up. There's some type of damage that don't repair easily. And that kind of makes the whole cell not function as well. And once you have the damaged DNA, you can't get back easily. It's not just one damage, it's multiple. Now, that gives rise to other things. We have some parts of our body some of our cells that also don't do well with age. In our non-dividing cells, like in our brain, we have the things that generate the power that allow you and I to talk are called mitochondria. They produce energy. Turns out they have DNA too that gets damaged, and they deteriorate with age. So those are two basic things that are really hard to fix. So that part of it, what can we do? Well, we can't change the aging, but we can reduce the inflammation that's occurring. I'm 66. If I look at my hand, all these spots and everything, that's inflammation. And so what we're finding is that a lot of treatments, different researchers and companies are looking at, are increasingly focusing on inflammation. The second thing that becomes important in thinking about disease is you can't resurrect a dead neuron. So once your neuron is gone, it ain't coming back. But if you could identify it a little ahead of time, you can maybe slow down so it doesn't damage. Or, again, let me come back to this treatment for ALS. It turns out that those neurons, they take a long time to recover, but they do recover if you remove the injury. So why do they take so long to recover? Because you've got the center of the neuron in one place, and you've got where it does all its talk, like the equivalent of hundreds of miles away, and it takes a long time to ship things out there. So things change slowly. But this idea that you can't, that you really want to get there before the neuron is dead is important. And it comes into the way a lot of people think about neurodegenerative disease, which is that the earlier you can identify it, the more likely you are to help to prevent the disease or help the person to recover. And when I talk to, like, if I'm in Uber or just a bar talking with people about this, I do a very simple way to think about this, which is that kind of brain health is equivalent to heart health. It's not the same thing, but it's a lot of the same ideas. We know that if we eat well and exercise, we will generally be healthier. Not always. Some people get unlucky. Some people get hit by a car. But generally, if you take a lot of people, they will do better. The same thing seems to be true of the brain. Exercise, eat well, you'll generally do better. But if you happen to have a gene mutation that puts you at risk of disease, or if you have, this has come up recently. If you're in LA and you're in a wildfire and there's all that smoke, which is filled with all those toxins, we don't know, but those could accelerate disease a little bit. I'm very aware of this because I actually have a mutation that puts me at risk of Parkinson's disease. So I don't have any symptoms, but I I feel like I want to start trying to deal with it before my neuron is dead. Gives me the best chance of fixing it.
If you liked this video, check out the full interview. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Thanks for watching.